Anyways, buddy, you want to get into another one?
Yeah. So this next one, this one I posted about, but and it is in the title, The Nasty. I really, really like once I closed the book, I really enjoyed The Nasty. I didn't really know, like I had read the blurb about it, the pub summary, like, and it had a good kind of catch in that because it says calling all scary movie fans. I like scary movies. I'm not the type that like sits down every week and I'm watching like B film scary movies. I typically watch what's recommended. And so The Nasty picks up, I think, in the 80s, and it's about this kid named they call him Rabbit. They call him Thumper, the Thumper.
Thumper. There we go. Old Thumper.
It's his nickname because he's bullied throughout school, and he's one of those kids that's always thumping his leg on the ground, which is how he got his nickname from his perpetrators. I don't know.
It just sounds like something that like your grandfather would name you, just like while you're sitting at like a dinner table and your legs thumping, you just be like, calm down, Thumper. And then that's just with how it would stick. But like the issue kind of starts off showing he doesn't really have like actual friends. He'd rather just stay inside and watch scary movies. There's something going on with his childhood and his like, I think he's being raised by a single mom who's just like struggling through life. Like that's kind of how she's depicted. And so he finds friends though at the the video rental store, the Blockbusters back in the 80s and 90s. And so then the main story, like once you get caught up to speed, it's now like 1994 and Thumper's coming back from like his first break from college. He's now at uni. This all takes place in Scotland. And so again, it's called The Nasty because it has to do with like the UK and the video nasties back in like when America was also going through its like moral right. Like the UK was also going through something similar, and they were pretty much banning movies that didn't fit their moral code, I guess. Sure. I mean, I'm not British, so I don't know a whole lot about what was going on there, but that's news to me.
My brother-in-law knows a lot about it, and he was kind of filling me in. And when I was talking to him about this one, he's like, "Oh yeah, like the video nasties era, like he knew all about it."
Interesting.
So yeah, he comes back from university, and his friends still like a friend of his owns the video rental shop, and like they're specific to like the horror genre. And it's also like going under because people aren't renting horror. Horror is kind of losing favor with people. And then things like Hollywood Video and Blockbuster are kind of like on the rise. I don't know what those were over there, but that's what they were for us. And so they kind of get a hold of this video nasty that they're not supposed to have. And they put it in their player to watch it. And it kind of becomes The Ring-esque, where it's like they put something in that's kind of cursed.
Yeah.
And so something else that was introduced at the beginning of the issue is Thumper has an imaginary friend who is a character from his favorite horror film that he watched as a kid. And so he's always carried this kind of Jason-esque type person along with him. And even into his older college days, he still has this imaginary friend. And when he's walking out of the video store after their failed attempt of watching this video that got eaten up by the player, but still had some weird effect going on, his imaginary friend, I guess you could say, becomes corporeal.
Ooh.
He picks something up and throws it, and it ends with him being like, "You've never done that before."
That's interesting.
And so when it ended, I was just like, "Wow!" Like I'm staying on this. I'm excited for issue 2 to come out. I really like the art for it. The writing is really good. It's written by John Lees. The art is done by George. The art and coloring is done by George Kambadais. I don't know if
Kambadais.
And then we got a legendary letter in Jim Campbell.
Nice.
Yeah.